Welcome, adventurers, to our special Party Advantage Community One-Shot. Tonight, you will be having your Lady Crit DM taking you through an Arias One-Shot. This is going to be set in one of the Adventure Guild halls that can be found across the continent of Arias. In episode 2, I believe it is, Blitz had referenced it in answering a question to Rhodes, asking for like where to find work and stuff. So we will be playing tonight as a group of adventurers from one of these guilds across the lands. So we'll go ahead and start with you all introducing yourselves and your characters, and we'll start with our own Arias player and fellow DM, Rob.
Hello. This evening I will be playing Veldrik Zalhun, and he is a dragonborn cleric of the Forge domain. He's an artisan by trade, but in Seek of the Silver Kund, very much like Road.
Alrighty. And
how do you spell that?
Valdrix space Zarhun.
Okay.
Glad I could help.
There we go.
That's an alphabet soup if I've ever seen one.
All right. And then we have community member John. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm John, and this evening I will be playing as Otigu. You can call him Tig. He's a Githziri ranger, and he's got his dog named Kodiak.
Excellent. And then we have Kim.
Hello, I'm Kim.
Our other community member.
The other one. This evening I am playing Camila Nemora. They are a high elf fighter. No one else is doing descriptions, so I just won't bother.
Alrighty then. And then we have other community member, Chris.
Wow. Other. Too many
I
others.
feel like
in
a
here.
second-class citizen.
He's fine. He'll be fine.
I'm playing a Reese Quinn, a male half-elf fighter and warlock, and he is adventuring to remove his contract.
And then finally, we have our other Party Advantage cast member from the Farwind campaign, Ryan.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to play a human fire named Reggie Kronos, and his mission is to become a master military strategist for the soldier program in Arias.
We are going to be starting off in the human kingdom of Potellus. It sets right up against the region of the Blood Plains, which is known to be home of orcs and lizard folk. It's a very harsh region, the Blood Plains and the Barrens. And Potellus is a rather medium-sized kingdom. It is home to one of several Adventure Guild halls. And this night we find ourselves in the city of Grassgate.
How big of a city is it?
It is about a medium-sized city, not a huge metropolis or anything. It has a decent size, military force, just because this town does sit very close to the border of the Blood Plains. So, this guild hall is known as the White Fort Guild Hall. And you all, would you prefer to already know each other or make your introductions here?
Down for whatever.
So you all know or have, throughout your arrival here in this town, looking for work and everything and making your way to this Adventurers Guild, have met the acquaintance of the owner of this hall, and her name is Matilda Steamhost. Yeah, I know.
What a smoke show.
How these adventure halls work, as if any of you guys are new adventurers to the guild hall, is you're able to either sign on with an already put together group and find work, or come here seeking to join up with others, because a lot of these jobs require more than just one person. So Matilda has explained all this to y'all and has helped you guys kind of all meet up. And there are boards posted work posted daily that you guys can check and look to see. Some jobs are local or regional. Some are even those that can be found that are sent out to all guild halls across all of Arias, depending on the importance of it. Usually those are from nobles or rulers who are seeking for hire mercenaries folk. So tonight, as you guys are gathered at your table and music is playing off in the background and food and drinks are being sent out to the different party groups and adventurers, Matilda comes out and posts 3 new jobs on the board that you guys can investigate.
Oh, finally. About time there's a new job to go look at. I will go and stand at the board and be reading.
Okay. Does anyone else?
Beldreeks will follow along.
All right.
As will Reese.
Okay.
So will I.
All right. So everyone goes up to the board.
En masse, just all together.
Just everybody.
You could have waited a few minutes.
So let's see what we have. There is a posting for a job posting from a couple of hunters locally who have lost. They have these couple of hunters have been having trouble with their hunting grounds. Something or someone has been going around and breaking their very expensive traps that they have invested in for their quarry and stuff. And one night when they were lying in wait, they were attacked by something dark that they couldn't really make out and see. And one of the guys lost 3 of his fingers from his bow hand. And another guy was horribly raked across the face. And they're seeking help to figure out or hunt down the person or thing responsible for upsetting their hunting area. And they're willing to pay 30 gold per person.
Val sort of clicks his tongue reading this at the thought of somebody breaking expensive handcrafted traps.
Mm-hmm.
Those Philistines. And then reads on.
So we have that one. Then we have a missing persons one. In a small hamlet about 20 miles away to the south of here, there are people randomly disappearing, and then for some reason paintings of them keep just finding themselves lying about the town.
Well, that's certainly creepy.
Incroyable.
Interesting.
Who paints their prey?
I don't know. And the details don't give much, except that it takes place in this is happening in a small hamlet. There's not much of note there that goes on. It's like a farming village, like sheep village. So the local sheriff of that town is desperately trying to seek help because his townspeople are going missing. And then weird, like very well done portraits of them are appearing.
And what's the pay for that one?
That one is only 20 gold per person just because it is a poorer play. Like they don't really have that much to offer.
Though the painting one does sound very interesting.
Oui, I agree. The painting is most intriguing.
How far away is the painting one?
That one is going to be a good like day and a half ride down to the south. That one's about 25, or about a day. Yeah, about 20-ish miles.
It is an artisan who is kidnapping these people. Perhaps the victims are still alive. Je pense we should help them.
Yes, I think it would be good to go save some people.
Even a small amount of coin is still coin, so...
And coin for gold pales in comparison to the blessings of Baphomet. And if I could just pick a goddamn accent and stick with it, that'd be great.
You haven't gone southern yet. Come on.
No. It is so hard to swap back and forth between French and English. I'm doing this here.
So well, I do declare, I do believe we should be going to the south.
Well, I say, son, I say. All right.
I'll let my man, Mr. West, know.
All right, so are we going to check out? Are you guys going to take the post for the portrait?
Val's up for either one, but I think he feels more strongly about the portrait.
If we take the one where we're going to have to travel south, you'll have to rent a carriage for yourself because we know you're not going to ride a horse.
I enjoy riding a horse. Thank you very much.
Oh, my mistake.
Camilla probably has a fantastic riding habit.
Oh, of course. Only the top notch. The leggings and like the little hat thing. Oh, yes.
That's fantastic.
Val perked up at the mention of a coach and then realizing it wasn't going to happen, got a little cry.
If you really want a coach, I suppose I could spring for one, but what's the point?
Oh, no. C'est pas de problem. It will be fine.
Tig and Reggie, do you guys have any preferences?
Reggie.
I'm joining the military to serve and protect our people. So I will do whatever I must to protect the people.
All right.
If there's a chance that they're alive, then absolutely I'll want to save them.
So you're more for a portrait mission. Tig, how about you?
I say portrait mission. Helping more people.
All right. So it sounds like majority is interested in the portrait mission, yes?
Oui.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys take the post off the board and take it up to Matilda. And then she marks it with her stamp of a guild master and everything. And have you guys each sign your names saying that you're agreeing to complete this mission, and payment will be filled upon success and completion of said mission. Do you all agree to this?
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
that's what we're here for.
Very well. Well, I have to go through the standard procedure, she says to you all.
But of course,
Yes.
I
So
have no objection.
she has you guys all make your mark, sign your names, and then gives you a map of the area so that you can make your way down to the hamlet of...
And if I may ask, who are we supposed to be speaking to once we get to this little hamlet?
You will be looking for the sheriff. And the hamlet's name is
Does the sheriff have a name?
Yes, I have that.
His name is Sheriff. He was born for this job.
His name is. Oh no. You're looking for the half elf. Okay, so you're going to be looking for Sheriff Jonathan Crawford.
Jonathan Crawford. Very well.
So he is the one who will be giving you more details once you reach him. All right, so do you guys plan on setting out immediately and traveling through the rest of the day? Or would you like to, I don't know, make any last minute checks and purchases around town? Have a few more rounds?
Shopping episode.
One shot, if nothing but shopping.
Now we're prepared. The end.
Dude, I love shopping. Let's do this. I like to feel pretty sometimes.
Jesus.
Always.
The only thing that Val's going to do is he's going to use his channel divinity ability to prepare his mace to be a +1 mace for the road.
Okay. Awesome. Anybody else?
What time of day is it?
It's about mid-morning.
Oh, so setting out now isn't like unheard of. Okay. And I presume that we have all of our rations and things that we would normally...
just for the sake of, plot convenience and all that jazz. You have travel rations, horses if that's how you're traveling. I'm not going to make you go and buy all that shit.
Oh no. Reese is going to the stable and he's renting a carriage for this group. and he's going to stop by the general store. He's getting a cushion for Camilla.
Oh my god.
Much appreciated, sir.
Okay, well, the carriage is going to cost you 500 gold, which I know you don't have.
We're just we're just not buying, we're just renting.
Oh, well then the rental is 250 for every 4 hours.
Jeez.
You see what it's like to play with her? You guys see?
Okay. I go and I find a corner and start standing on it because I need to make some money quick.
If you really want a carriage, I could just contact my father and I could have one delivered to the
No,
town.
I was actually going to do that in secret just to surprise you guys with it, just to be fun. But
okay.
Cassie poo-pooed on that.
That's what I do.
All right, I go to a alchemist.
Okay, you're going to an alchemist, and what are you wanting to purchase?
I'm going to buy 5 flasks of oil.
Just like regular oil?
Lamp oil.
What?
Oh, lamp oil.
Because
Okay.
nothing burns like something with oil on it.
Okay. You're going to do something dumb later, aren't you, Christopher?
No, not in the least. Absolutely not.
I found the party's pyro.
There's one at every party.
There
There
always
is.
I'm not a pyro. I just like the extra damage of having somebody on fire that's trying to fight me.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
I get a certain thrill whenever I see them on fire for some odd reason.
Just sidestep all of the jokes and carry on.
Let's see. You said you were buying how many?
5. I
So
think
that's going to cost you, we'll say 2 gold pieces.
Okay, I pay for that.
Okay. Anybody else going to buy or do anything before you set off?
Do we
Nope.
have any healing potions among us?
You
Sorry.
do not.
We have a cleric, though.
You do have a cleric.
And I do have the healer's kit.
We have a healer's kit.
That is always helpful. Could I go with you to the alchemist and see if there are healing potions available? Or would the alchemist be the place to go in this town?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I would say
I
yes,
take
Matt.
all sorts of company. I'm a friendly guy. And
Excellent.
and I'm not being mean to you. He's just playing. He's teasing. He's a teaser. A joker, one
Okay.
might say.
It's fine. I'm used to being treated as above everybody, so it's perfectly fine that you're willing to get me a cushion.
Oh, that cushion's going to cost you 50 gold.
Good God, I just pull up a cloak and here, sit on that.
Much obliged, good sir.
There you go. Okay, so Camilla, what sort of potions are you looking for from the alchemist? He has plenty of regular, common potions of healing.
Sure.
He has a couple of others, but those are priced a little bit more. So
I just realized I did not give myself any gold. Am I supposed to have gold?
Yeah, how much are we supposed to have? Yeah.
I mean, whatever your starting equipment. You know
Level 3 starting gold.
Well,
You know what?
we've had some time to spend.
3,000.
I mean, like, Val's pretty broke right now.
Okay, hang on. Here we go.
He bought pretty things, and now he doesn't have any money. So
You each have 47 gold. How's that?
Fair.
I have 45.
I mean, I just squandered it on pretty things. So
Okay. So you have 47 starting gold pieces. How many potions would you like to purchase?
What do they cost?
Let's see. Our common potions are 5 gold pieces each.
Wow.
And those are the 2d4 plus 2, correct?
Yep, that is correct.
They're only 5 gold each? That's not terrible.
Mhm.
I'll take 4.
You'll take 4? Alrighty.
but a cushion costs 50 gold.
It's a well-made cushion, damn it.
I wasn't
It's
asking for
inlaid with
masterwork.
gold.
Yeah.
thread.
Better massage my ass.
Shiatsu is actually a brand here, and they make these cushions. Massage.
Was that a request for an ass massage?
I mean,
If you're down, sweetheart, let's do this.
Oh, God.
he's not going to say no.
I have been trained in many of the fighter stances, and after a good long fight, you got to get a rub down sometimes.
Oh, I love this.
Reese gives you a funny look. He's like, he didn't expect this from you, actually. It's like,
All right. So we're buying, you said 4
4.
potions? Okay. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 as well.
Okay. So that's 10 gold from Bryce. And then 20 gold from Camilla for the potions. He has 4 greater healing potions available. Those, though, do cost 20 gold pieces each.
And how much do those
Those
give us?
do 4d4 plus 4 health back.
We're only level 3.
We'll be fine.
How much is a potion of growth, Cassie?
A potion of growth? I'm not giving you a potion of growth.
Oh.
Let's
I can't
see.
find-
I've never even heard of a potion of growth. What the heck?
It
It's
actually,
a large person spell.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and it lasts for 1d4 hours.
With our previous conversation, I was going somewhere completely different.
It's okay, Kim. My mind went there too. And
Hey, Reese has some troubles. We're not going to talk about them.
it's okay. It happens to everybody once in a while. It's all right.
Speak
Oh
for
my-
yourself.
Oh my God.
All right. So once you have things ready to go, you begin your travels to the south. It does take you most of the rest of the day to arrive to the little hamlet. So picture the Midwest where there's nothing but fields and fields of corn. And then
So my backyard.
yeah, pretty much like our backyard too here. So yeah, pretty awesome.
Is it
Yeah.
okay if I picture Mayberry?
Sure.
Oh, can Jonathan Crawford be Andy Griffith?
There you go. All right. So you come within view of the little town. You see lights of homes and stuff, homesteads and everything flickering off in the distance as evening sets in. There is like a very small bar when you roll into town, a very small tavern, it looks like.
Mais we must chercher out Jonathan Crawford.
I could not understand a word of that.
So then, when you say that to Val, he takes a deep breath and very painfully he enunciates in common. We have to search out Jonathan Crawford.
Well, what time of day is it, Cassie?
It's evening now, so about
Evening. Well,
dusk.
why don't we get a place to stay for the night, and then we can find Jonathan in the morning?
Well, it is a small enough town. He's probably at the tavern.
We potentially he will find us.
Or we could start a fight, and we meet him right away.
God damn it.
No. We are not here to start a fight. We are here to solve a fight.
Well, we're here to find people. A little fighting never. Well, I guess it does hurt someone, but yes, to the tavern.
Well, okay, I have to just ask, are all people who team up in Arias the bad guys, like who go in and start bar fights?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
Hey, I'm not going to sit down to a table full of orcs and try to lose all my money and then stab one in the face. I'm just.
That was pretty
Admittedly, that one did get away from us.
okay, I'm just making sure that I don't have to plan another bar fight now.
Hey, all I'm
Well, there's
saying
no
is,
planning of a bar fight. It just happens.
you walk in, some guy's being a jerk to people, and you punch him in the nose, and then the cops show up, and then you get to meet the sheriff. That's how it works.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So okay, back on track. So you head into the tavern to not start a fight.
Right.
That's not our intention, at least. I don't start fights. I finish them, darling.
Oh, God, frantically changing my notes. Oh, you guys. You guys are going to keep me busy tonight, aren't you?
No, we're going to start a bar fight, and then some random drunko is going to roll a nat 20 and then confirm it with another 20, and they get another 20, and it's going to kill one of them. That's what's going to happen.
It's happened
Kills us
before.
with a broken bottle. We're all dead.
Jesus. It's like a +5 bottle of booze.
No, they save those for the hobo fighting leagues.
All right. So the bar. You guys head in and you see a couple of farmers playing cards over in a corner. It's pretty quiet and mellow in here. There's no bard or anybody playing music or tunes. The barkeep is a very tall, burly human fellow with a big old bushy beard. And he looks at the group of you enter and raises an eyebrow. Ugh, you're a colorful group.
It's a rather dull tavern. Hopefully we can bring you some entertainment.
I mean, sure. Are you guys minstrels or something? Performers?
Oh, well, our friend Camilla here is a bard. He has a lovely singing voice.
Why, I've been known to sing a tune or two, but I don't know that I could keep you all entranced as much as you would like.
So
You
can
want me
I-
to get up and sing something? Because I sure could.
the guy's just kind of like looking at you all like, the fuck?
I try to imagine Reggie, who is an actual bard, like in the back of the group here, being like, "The fuck."
Reggie's a bard?
I didn't know
Reggie
we had a bard.
Reggie is a bard, right? Right.
I
No.
just said he was a
No,
fighter.
he's a fighter.
Yeah, but he would
We're
fight.
like all fighters except for one of us.
Yes.
Well, I'll
Some
take it. I'm a
earth
hex
guy.
blade, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
It's like,
So you're not a real person, Chris.
oh,
You know
oh,
how I feel about hex blades.
oh, is that because I'm a half elf? Seriously?
No.
Wow. Never mind. I'll go back to the second class citizen cart, and then I'll wait my turn.
Okay.
That's why you're the other person.
Yes, you're the other.
Yeah. Not quite a human, not quite an elf. I'm just other.
Yep. All right. So, are you going to perform, or are you guys going to ask for the sheriff?
Well, I can't, keep the audience waiting. Oh, I did the wrong thing.
Try again there, sweetie.
Every other one I used as the slash, not the...
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. First roll of the game.
It's all downhill from you guys.
That's a 21 critical hit. Or
All
critical
right.
performance, I guess.
You perform the holy ball sack out of this place.
Just singing, because I got no instruments.
Well, it is amazing, epic singing. Even the card players over in their corner stop to listen. Are you playing something fast and happy or chill? Like, what sort of tune you got going on for the audience?
I'm sure, being of noble birth, there's probably some,
I play the spoons to go along with it.
Jesus.
Probably like some kind of battle. What is it called when this tells a story? Good lord.
Epic.
A ballad?
Thank you.
Ballad, yeah.
A ballad of some past battle that has happened. Just some really long, drawn out. But apparently, I do it really well. So
Yeah, you do it so well that like the older guys are just like, yeah, like you got that proud to be an American song going on, and they're all just like, yeah. they applaud you and everything, and even the barkeep like wipes an eye, and he's just like, oh, that was beautiful. What can I get you a drink? Like, for
certainly.
that's on the house. I don't have anything. Let's see. He like reaches under. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got this. And he pulls out a dusty, a bottle, not dusty, but he pulls out like an older bottle that looks like it hasn't been opened. And who speaks Elvish here? I assume Camilla.
I
But does
do.
anybody else?
I do.
All right. Nope. Okay. So this is labeled as Shah Alanis Elvish Spring Wine.
ooh, it's been an age since I've seen one of these. That'll be perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So you recognize this as super fancy, expensive shit.
Strange. You find it all the way out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. It was when I opened up the place, it was given as a special occasion, like a celebration, like congratulations. I just I haven't had but with a voice like that, man, this can't go to waste any longer. And he pops the cork and pours you guys all drinks and sets the bottle in front of you. Just enjoy. Can I help you guys with anything while you're here? What brings a group of y'all here?
We're actually here to see Sheriff Crawford.
Oh, yeah? You friends of his?
He put out a summons for some help dealing with a issue in town.
Oh. It's like eyes widen and everything, and he gets a bit more serious and leans in. You mean you're here about the the weird missing stuff we've got going on? Or people?
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. We've had 10 people go missing so far in the last couple weeks.
10 people
Yeah.
in 2 weeks?
Yeah. Weird as hell, man. Let me tell you. Like, they go missing, and then the next day, a portrait of them appears, just like in random places around town. 2 days ago, the sheep boy who takes care of, the village sheep and everything, went missing. And then the next day, over by the well, a couple of the lasses found a portrait of him just sitting there.
Did he go missing by the well?
What size portrait? Life size, 8x10, like.
It's about like about an 8x10 portrait. The sheriff has all the portraits. He's been keeping them, just because they kind of like freak everyone the fuck out. And I mean, he didn't the night before, the boy didn't return back from the fields, so a handful of us and the sheriff rounded up to go and hunt him down and try to find him. Looked all night, and then the next morning, a couple of the lasses were over by the well and found this painting just like leaned up against it there.
Is that where they find all the paintings?
No, like I said, they just pop up around town in places. I had a portrait appear just right over there, and he points to a chair from one of my customers who usually comes here, and he went missing as well. He was here drinking one night, and then the next morning, nobody saw hide nor hair of him.
Put my drink down and slide it away.
After he left, nobody saw him for the rest of the night. His wife said he never came home. And the next morning, his painting was right over there where he usually sits and has his drink.
Tig goes over to the chair and just kind of looks under it, looks around, sees if it's a normal chair.
All right. As best as you can tell, it looks like a regular bar stool. A bit worn.
Then I sit down on it.
Yeah. It's very well. It looks like it's had years of use to it. So, yeah, it creaks as you sit down. Nothing happens or anything like that. What about the rest of you?
I ask if any of the missing people have something in common with each other.
I don't think so. I mean, this is a pretty chill town. Not much.
Have they all been townsfolk at least?
Oh yeah, everybody here is a local. We've got our lady cleric who tends to the small shrine right outside of town. We got the sheriff. We've got an herbalist. Just standard local folk who've been here all the time. Got a couple of tradesmen and a blacksmith. Most of us here are farmers. I mean, it's one of the most exciting towns, so we have no idea why this is happening.
When the paintings pop up, do they always pop up in a place that is tied to that person?
That is interesting. Yeah, because the sheep herder boy, he always used to hang by the well, to flirt with the lasses who would come to, fetch water and everything. All that. And then, like I said, my one regular, he always was here pretty much most nights enjoying his drinks and his cards with his friends.
Are those his friends over there playing now?
Yeah, actually. Them's the boys. They're my longest and oldest customers I've had here.
All right. I get up and I go over to that table and I ask them if I can join them for a game.
All right. What about the rest of you?
I'll follow close by for backup just in case.
Okay.
Val would like to see if he can find the sheriff.
Okay. So Val is going to go find the sheriff. What about Tig and Camilla?
Well, Tig will go with Val to search for the sheriff.
Okay.
He seems like the most important to find at this point.
All right. So we're splitting the party. That's all.
You know it.
Rule number one.
And that's how they all died.
Turns out
We're using the buddy system here. We got this.
Oh, that's true. We don't have like one random party member wandering off on their own to go and explore a city that they've never been to before.
that's never happened in this podcast.
It was interesting. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to say fuck Carver.
So let's go look for the sheriff first. The barkeep gives you directions to where you can find his the sheriff's office in this small local jail. He also has like a little cabin right next to it, so he's always close by in case anybody needs to fetch him. So Val, Tig, and Camilla are all heading towards there, and then Bryce and Reggie are going to go play cards with some and do a bit of investigation. So the three of you make your way through the small town, and you pass by, shops that are starting to close up for the night. You see the blacksmith turning off his forge and everything and starting to take care of all that jazz. You pass like a general store that's closing up. You also pass a small shrine, a small church, and you hear what sounds like a woman praying or singing or something coming from there. Like the bartender said, that's the local cleric.
Can I make out what deity she's praying to?
You can. Go ahead and make a religion check.
Okie. Okay, that's a 10.
Okay. It sounds like she is singing a song to an entity or to a deity called the Lady. You're still you've left your homelands and everything, experiencing like the
It's
other
not
race.
Bahamut. I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so definitely not Bahamut, but you have heard this deity's name in passing. As far as any other details, you're not quite sure what.
Yeah, so Val just, as soon as it realizes it's not Bahamut, he just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, and carries on.
Fair enough. All right.
Is there anything unusual about this town, or does it all seem pretty like this is just a small farm town?
It seems like it is so much more boring to the rich, exciting towns of the Shah Alanis High Elven kingdoms that you're used to.
Okay.
So this
So
is...
to me, this is Yawn City.
Exactly. This is like the poorest town you've ever been to.
Mayberry.
Yes.
Well, let's go find Andy.
No, his name's Jonathan. Weren't you listening?
These human names, they all
on the
sound
well.
same.
All right. So you guys arrive to the small local sheriff, and you see the lantern inside is still on. Who is leading this whole shebang?
I imagine Camilla is by default. Like,
Okay.
she just seems like the
Take charge.
the take charge kind of type here, and Val's happy to just kind of fall in behind.
All right.
That's the way I like them. Thank you very much.
Nice.
He's just lazier than you are.
I'm here for an
right.
adventure. Let's go.
All right. So, you head up to the door. Do you just walk in, or are you knocking?
It's the sheriff's office, right?
Yes.
I'm not going to knock at an office for the sheriff. No.
Fair enough. So you just push yourself right on in.
Val does knock, though. Even though Camilla's already gone through. Lawful good. He's got to follow the rules.
It's a place of business. You don't have to knock.
Tig's just
He's
confused,
polite.
not from
Madame.
around here, so he just kind of half knocks and then walks.
Tig's just taking all this in.
This is a big town for him. Like, he spends most of his time alone.
Aw. Yeah, you're used to the more outdoorsy type places. You head on in, and you find a older half-elven man. Hair is dark and salt and peppered, He has a little bit of a mustache and a little bit of fuzz on his chin. He looks exhausted. He's sitting at his desk and he's looking down at some papers or scrolls as you walk in, and he looks up. Can I help you guys?
Hello, we are looking for Sheriff Jonathan Crawford. Are you him?
I'm Sheriff Crawford at your service, ma'am. Sirs.
Val bows.
Oh, okay. He dips his head back to you politely.
I understand you have some people that are missing.
Oh, are you from the Adventures Guild?
Yes.
Oh, thank the maker. I'm so happy to finally have help. This has been... Yeah, please, come in. He stands up and grabs a couple of stools and slides them over to his desk so you guys can all sit and everything.
Do they look like stools that are of my quality?
No.
I continue
not at all. Okay.
Val dusts his off, but he does sit.
I'll have none of your IKEA furniture.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what I posted and sent out to the guild. So I have 10 village people missing. I don't know if they're alive or dead or anything at all. I just got these damn portraits, and he points behind him, and you see a stack of framed portraits that are like in these nice wood frames, dark type oak.
Nice, or like small town nice?
You know, go ahead and make an insight check, Camilla.
Sheriff, potentially I could examine the portraits.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're just somebody who's a good freaking painter. Camilla. Okay. 5. They're frames.
You have no eye for art.
Apparently.
We should put these on the fridge.
What's this fridge you speak of?
It's a box that has a spell of cold chanted
There
on
you go. Val, the sheriff, looks to you and he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know jack shit about magic. I couldn't even tell you if there's, I mean, like, they're just frames or portraits, but yeah, you're welcome to investigate them.
Merci beaucoup. And he jumps up and goes over to the portraits and starts giving them a look over.
Okay, go ahead and if you're just checking them, just to check them, do an investigation check. If you're wanting to like detect for magic or anything, do an arcana check.
I'd like to do all of the above. I want to like examine them in minute detail to get
very well. Let's start with the investigation check first.
Okay. Okay, that's a 19 on the investigation.
So these look like the portraits themselves look to be an oil-based canvas. The detail on them is very, very well done. A master craftsman, artisan clearly made these. They are almost like the portraits themselves look like the subject was sitting, to be painted for this. The one you're looking at is of a young boy with like smudges on his face. He's wearing like scrappy clothes, and he's got like some freckles across his nose and dirty brown hair. And he looks to be looking up at you with like this happy, innocent expression, of someone who's youthful and young and everything.
Okay, 2 questions, one for you and then one for the sheriff. So,
okay.
The first one for you there is, do they all have the same pose?
Yes, they all look to be like they have been sitting to have this portrait done.
Right, but they're all exactly in the same position. It's not like one's sitting and facing off to the left and others off to the right. One's looking head on. They're all in the exact same position.
Exact same position.
Okay. And then the other question that Val poses to the sheriff is he says, Sheriff, are these the clothes the victims were wearing? Russian, not French. Damn it. Okay. He essentially asked, so I can never be a voice actor. All right. So he essentially asked if these are the same clothes that the victims were wearing on the day that the day they disappeared.
Yeah, actually, he shuffles through some and is in front of him. He goes, yeah, after talking to everybody in town, the people who saw each person last, when they've seen these portraits, they all agree that, the portrait of the boy in your hand, that's the sheep herder boy. And his mother said that, that's the last thing she remembers him wearing before he disappeared.
C'est intéressant. Merci. And then I want to go back and check to see if there's any magic.
Okay, go ahead and do an Arcana check.
That is another 19.
Son of a bitch. That is hella good. So as you're doing your Arcana check, you do detect a bit of magical aura around them.
Okay. I sort of, mutter to myself under my breath there, sort of an exclamation, and then I point that out to Tig and then Camilla if she's not engaged with the sheriff at the moment.
Tig and Camilla, as he's doing all of that, what are you two doing? Questioning the sheriff more? Or, were you also checking out some of the painting?
So, these people all disappeared within 2 weeks. Was it all on separate days, or did some of them disappear at the same time?
It seemed like it was separate days. Yeah, checks down in his notes and everything. Yeah, each person turned up missing a different day.
And if it was 10 over the course of 2 weeks, it would have been some that were right next to each other. So it wasn't like every other day or something like that.
Yeah. The first person who went missing, we didn't really think anything of it, just because he was just like the local town drunk.
Yes.
So.
Happens.
Yeah. Tell me about it. So when his painting was found, really didn't take note. It was just, I don't know, it was just kind of weird. And then the next day we lost the shepherd boy, and then after that we lost and he goes through a list of different people.
Were they all taken at night?
They were all last seen at night or in the evening.
Have there been any strange lights around?
No one has anything strange reported or just out of character. We haven't had any new visitors or anyone from out of town besides y'all folk.
What time of year is it?
We'll say it is about fall, like mid-fall.
So harvest time?
Yeah.
Has the harvest been going well?
We have our good years and our bad years, and this is kind of one of our in-between years. Could be better. Thank God it's not worse. Most of us religious folk like to go and pray to the lady up at the shrine for her blessing and guidance. A couple of us just, pray to whoever the fuck will listen out there and keep our town safe.
Well, I can certainly understand that. Cover your bases and all.
Right.
Well, worry not. Bahamut has sent us here to aid you in your time of need.
Cool. I'll take whatever help from whoever is offering it. So if this Bahamut dude wants to come down and give us his whatever, that'd be great.
Val gives a wide draconian smile with lots of sharp teeth. Not menacing, just like genuinely happy.
Not intentionally menacing.
Right.
The sheriff is just kind of like, okay, don't eat my face. That's cool.
Down, Swiftfoot, down.
Tig, are you investigating, or do you also have questions?
Yeah, I'd be just kind of standing over by Val, kind of looking at the pictures, just getting a little bit too close, like that awkward distance where it's just a little bit more space between you two. It's just like
So
he's
every
not
time,
good with the whole social aspect. So
every time Tig creeps closer, Val takes a step to the side, and then I presume Tig follows. And so, like, they're doing this slow revolution around the paintings right now.
exactly.
That's great. All right. So, is there anything else?
So they've all disappeared at night. They all are in the exact same pose. They have frames. They're pictures.
They have fantastic looking frames, although you're not smart enough to figure out their value.
And they're vaguely magical.
Vaguely magical, yes.
Okay.
Where was the most recent disappearance?
The most recent disappearance was right outside the shrine. A painting appeared outside the lady's temple.
And which painting was that?
That would be the painting of Leela Perry.
Leela Perry. Perhaps we could
She
borrow
was
the portrait of Leela Perry and investigate the spot of her disappearance.
Go ahead, whatever you guys need. Whatever I can do to assist. I'm just glad y'all are here to help with this because townsfolk are starting to freak out.
Only starting.
Well, it's been 2 weeks of this anxiety hell and everything. Not knowing who's going to go missing next. People are starting to get superstitious and all that.
As one would anticipate, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he points to a painting. Middle-aged woman. She's got a few wrinkles on her face, but she has like this very warm, serene smile in her eyes and on her lips. Gray hair. She has gray hair and green eyes.
I see.
She is very pretty.
Oh, yeah. She's a nice lady. She would teach a lot of the girls how to weave and everything. Respected. She's a widow and all that. So yeah, when she went missing, and then when her painting appeared, a lot of people got really upset.
Well, worry not, mon ami. On the glow of Bahamut's flames, we shall illuminate the situation and discover the hidden victims of these terrible crimes.
Thank you very much. So, where do you three head? Do you head back to the tavern to regroup, or do you go do some more investigating?
I think Val would just head straight over. I mean, he would at least vote to head straight over to the chapel with the painting.
Okay.
But he would follow the will of the group.
What do the two of you say?
I think it would be wise to go check out the last disappearance if we can.
Okay. Alrighty, so go ahead.
Yeah, same.
Tig is down for that? Okay, Tig's down for that. All right, so you three head off. Let's check back with Rice and Reggie. Hey Hey everyone, your DM Cassie here. Before we jump back into the rest of the episode, we just want to let you know to tune in Wednesday, May 1st for our Season 1 finale of the Arias Adventures here at Party Advantage. The gang and I will be taking a month break to gear up for an exciting second season of adventures and shenanigans. We will still be releasing bonus content during the break, so don't worry. And we'll also be having another epic loot box giveaway, so make sure to stay tuned in for those as well. As always, if you've been enjoying this episode of Party Advantage, please take the time to review us on your podcast platform of choice. Reviews really do help us spread the word and grow the show so that we can keep bringing you even more exciting content. And whenever you find yourself wanting to know more about the campaign, lore, and characters, please make sure to check out our website at partyadvantagepodcast.com. You'll find it full of character backstories, maps, and much, much more. Thank you, as always, for listening, and now, back to the show. So you guys head over to join 3 old fellows who are playing at their cards. They look up to the 2 of you and raise an eyebrow, and one of them speaks up and asks if they can help you with anything.
Good evening, gentlemen. I was wondering if I might be able to join you for some cards.
Go ahead. You can dilly in.
Excellent. What's the game?
Just cards.
Okay.
Insert random card game here.
Peanut.
Not poker.
Not there you go.
Not poker.
They're all playing Old Maid.
Go fish.
Go fish. There you go. So they deal you in. You guys play a few rounds. Do you start asking anything or?
Just politely, I started working the conversation about the things going on in town. Ask what about their friend specifically that sat in the chair over there.
You're talking about Evan Helton is who you're talking about.
Yeah. Did you guys know him well?
Yeah, he was a pal of ours, a fellow farmer, and joined us most nights for drinks and cards. He went missing. We thought the worst, so we've been helping his wife and their family with their pastures and whatnot as best as we can.
It's awfully kind of you.
We all got to stick together and be friends, help each other out. What we can do is hope we find out what happened to our good pal.
Kind of why we're here.
Oh, awesome. You guys are here to help the sheriff?
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
Do you have any enemies? Or anybody that he might have upset? Any arguments?
I mean, nothing that's not common. I mean, there's the occasional, your cow got over into my pasture. You owe me this much. My wife makes a better apple pie than your wife. Let's throw down, the usual stuff.
You guys fight over apple pies?
Listen, if you've had my wife's apple pie, you would understand.
Okay. I'll hold you to that when we figure this out.
Chris has unlocked the true quest in this one shot.
Quest for apple pie.
So, sir, Reggie, do you have any questions you want to jump in with, or you letting Rice do it all?
Yeah. For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just listening in.
All right. Rice, do you ask anything else?
I asked. So Evan didn't have any specific enemies or anything like that. What about anybody else that's gone missing? Did they maybe anger somebody? Is there somebody new that has come into town?
No, not. You guys are like the newest folk we've had in the last few weeks, or about a month or so now. This is a quiet farm town. not much exciting happens here. You know, most of us go to church. For those who are religious, those who aren't, you know, come here and drink.
So where was the latest painting found? Do you guys know?
Yeah, actually, we heard that Widow Perry went missing, and her portrait was found right outside the lady's shrine.
Shrine that's just down the road there, I assume.
Yep.
Excellent.
So, I mean, if you want to go talk to the cleric there, she might be able to assist you.
Well, I thank you, gentlemen, for your information. We probably will go see the sheriff next, and move on from there.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, and good luck to you, and hopefully retrieve our missing friends and villagers.
We'll do our best. So
Okay.
as I get up, I play the winning hand and leave.
Nice. So, the two of you, are you heading the sheriff's office, or are you going to go check out the shrine?
On the way out, I reserve a room with the barkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Then we head to the sheriff's office.
Okay. Along the way, you will just say, you do pass by different shops and everything, and you do happen to pass by the shrine to the lady, and you happen to actually come across your party members who are coming from the sheriff's office. So, yeah, the five of you all meet up pretty much right in the middle of the street.
Oh. You guys find the sheriff?
Bonsoir. Yes, we did find the sheriff and this magnificent portrait. Ici, and he holds up the portrait of Leela Perry.
Oh, très bien.
Tu parles draconique. Mon ami.
Parlez-vous Elvish?
What? And sort of waves his hand and he's like, "It is not important. We speak in the common parlance, n'est-ce pas?"
Okay. We were just coming to see the sheriff. We questioned the farmers at the table, and they told us that the latest victim was from outside the shrine.
Yes, ici, in this very spot.
Interesting. Can I make an Arcana check on the painting, Cassie?
Yeah, go ahead.
And we're right in front of the shrine, is that correct?
Yeah, you're standing right outside the shrine to the lady.
As he's checking that, can I do like a search of the front?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Do a perception or investigation. Chris, you got a 19.
Mhm.
Much like with Val, you are also picking up a bit of magic from there, from the portraits.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did one of us have any sense of
Investigation
the
for 3.
You're standing outside a shrine.
Seems perfectly normal to me.
It's stone, and that's it.
I gotta go check that out too with an Arcana check.
What were you going to say there, Val?
Did either myself or Chris's character, was it Reese? Reese, right?
Reese.
Yes.
Yeah. Did either one of us get a sense of the school of magic, or did we
Unless
glean
you
it?
have detect magic, you do not.
Don't have that one prepared.
I didn't take that one. Mage Hand's so much more fun.
So you're just able to detect that there is magic. As to what source or school, you unless you have detect magic, you're unable to figure that out.
All right. Well, never mind that.
Chris, you're also standing outside a shrine.
Looks normal, guys.
Camila's just like staring at one of the bricks in general. Like, it's a very nice brick.
The shrine itself almost has a very like mausoleum Gothic kind of look to it. It's probably the only nicest structure here in town.
So it's the nicest structure in town, but is it a nice structure?
Yeah.
Okay, then Val will sort of look at it appreciatively, as opposed to sort of turning up his nose.
So yeah, what would y'all like to do?
I go inside the shrine.
Okay. As you guys enter, you still hear that singing melody coming from within. And hang on,
Not nearly as good as my song earlier, but whatever.
I actually nudged Camilla to join her.
I'm afraid I don't know this one.
It is an interesting hymn, but it is no glade of the Lord Bahamut.
So, you hear the woman's melody as she sings and everything, and then once the song finishes, when you guys enter, again, like very mausoleum look to it all within, there are the room itself is mostly bare. There are a few like stone benches that are built into the floor itself. Along the walls, you see the list or you see names and panels of people who are buried, or not buried, but who have passed away and everything. And at the very front, you see candles lit all across the place, and in front you see on her knees praying with her back to you, or singing with her back to you guys, is a woman, very petite build and everything, and she appears to be wearing her clothes just do not fit the rest of the farm's folk garb. Like, she's dressed very well. Camilla, as a high elf, you've got an eye for this sort of thing. She's wearing like black and purple lace dress, petticoats and everything. Yeah. Once she finishes her song, she stands and turns, and that she is probably just about 5 feet, maybe a little bit shorter than that. And she's got pale, platinum, almost white hair, and very light skin, very pale skin, and her eyes are like icy blue and everything. And you see in her hands dainty parasol. She looks to you all and gives a polite curtsy and, "Welcome to the Lady Shrine. How can I help you this evening?"
Yes,
Cassie.
hello. We have come in to investigate these disappearances that have been happening.
Oh, bless the lady for sending you to help these poor folk. Yes, I would be very happy to assist you. These are my own townspeople whose souls I'm here to guide.
So, Cassie, real quick, I know
Yes.
I don't know anything about the lady, but do I, like, now that I'm in the chapel itself, can I get a sense of whether the lady is a goddess of death, whether she's a goddess of the harvest? I mean, like, what sort of domain this chapel might be in service to?
You're picking up more on, with the way things are decorated, and kind of like, I don't know, Gothic kind of feel you're getting off of it. It has a death domain to it, but nothing like menacing. Almost just very reverent and respectful.
Okay, so more like a grave domain than a death cleric. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Cassie, can I make a knowledge check? What race is this person?
You can make a...
Well, you could just roll straight intelligence.
Yeah, just go ahead and do that. Just do a straight intelligence check for me. She appears to be human. However, some of her features, you pick up that she has Aasimar blood in her.
Okay. So,
yes. So she does appear to be an Aasimar.
and could I make an knowledge or a sense motive check, or would it be insight?
You would be wanting to do an insight.
16.
Yeah, she seems very polite and sincere. Like she does seem very happy to have, help and assistance here in this town.
Okay. I'll let Camilla take the lead. I'm still just listening.
So you've been the cleric here for some time.
I have. The lady has guided me here to lead these people under her wisdom and love.
I see. And have you had training somewhere before you came here?
Why, of course I have. I have trained under the lady and other followers such as herself.
You trained under the lady herself?
Well, yes. Those who follow the lady are always trained by her. She is the one who guides us all and ushers our souls into the beyond to her embrace.
Did you meet her on the physical plane?
Oh, no. She does not bring her presence manifest itself into this plane. She's far too divine for such a thing.
I see.
It is an internal spiritual communal with her.
So your training is a bit more in the mind than you would say?
I would say it is a bit more within the soul.
Oh, yes, of course. Can I do an insight check? Like, who the heck is this woman?
Go ahead.
Oh, good grief. That's a 14.
Yeah, you're pretty much picking on the same thing that Rice was picking up on. She seems sincere. I mean...
Okay. Very devout. Excellent.
Very devout. Val, did you have something?
Yeah, so Val wants to step forward and show this woman the portrait, but first he steps forward, he bows, and he introduces himself. And he says, Madame, I am Veldrig Zahun, a cleric of Bahamut. Merci for entrance into your most magnificent chapel. I do have a petite question for you. This is the portrait of one Lida Paris, who was the most recent victim. Perhaps you could remember some details of Miss Paris as she went missing just outside the chapel, you see.
She puts a hand to her chest and just, gives a very demure smile up at you and everything, and just completely charmed by your politeness and all that. And she takes the portrait in her hand and looks at it, and she's just like, oh, my dear widow Perry. She was one of my most devout ladies and patrons here at this shrine to the lady herself. She had her husband laid to rest here, actually, and I did his funeral rites for her. And she comes here often to pray, and she leads you over to a panel on the wall with her husband's name and a little loving inscription to him in his memory and everything. So, yeah.
Did you have any interactions with the other victims? Perhaps another member of your congregation?
Well, actually, most of those who have gone missing have visited my shrine at some point or another in their lives, christenings, funerals,
recently,
ceremonies. Recently, just the most recent was Widow Perry herself when her husband passed away just some months ago.
That was the last time you saw the Widow Perry?
She was there was her husband's funeral, and then she would visit here all the time afterwards, after he had passed, and then
Did you see her the night of her disappearance?
I did, yes. I was over at my prayers, and she gestures back to where you found her, when Widow Perry came in to spend time in genuflection and soul searching and thinking back on her husband's memory. And I offered her some comfort and guidance from the lady. And then, what was that?
S'il vous plaît, madame. Think hard for me. Perhaps Madame Perry was different on that night. Perhaps a petit detail was different. Peut-être juste a small quelque chose, a small something.
She puts a finger to her chin and thinks a moment. And, she did seem quite most distraught that evening. And I did try to speak with her and offered to give her even further guidance with the lady, and had even offered to reach out to her husband's soul so she could get a little bit more closure. She had been most struggling with his loss.
And did she take
time.
you up on this offer? This very kind offer?
She had considered it, and then for some reason she changed her mind and decided to leave, and I didn't stop her, and I told her that I would always be here if she changed her mind and needed any more wisdom that I could give. And that was the last time I saw her. She left, and the next morning I came to open the church, and when I did, that's when I found her portrait sitting right outside. And I took it straight to the sheriff.
Can I make an insight check on that statement?
I would like to make an insight check on everything that she and I just discussed.
I'd like to investigate the room.
Okay, so everyone inciting the woman, go ahead and roll.
God damn, with a +5, that's still only a 14.
Oh my god.
She is one conniving.
Okay, so so Priestess, you mentioned that she was a patron of yours.
She was, yes. Her and her husband had made frequent offerings to the shrine here in the past and all.
What kind of What kind of offerings do they give here? Monetary or?
It is whatever the people are able to afford, whether it is money or sometimes even just grain or supplies. I've also taken in wool so I can have my own clothing and cloth here. Candles to keep my vigil always going for the souls that are out there wandering.
Some very fine clothes you have. They must have been very generous to you.
Why, thank you. And I do love your attire as well, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite fine.
I always appreciate somebody with an eye for the fineries in life.
I do love excellent things.
Can I make a knowledge check? Well, I guess. Sorry, I'm still in Pathfinder and 3.5 mode. Do clerics generally, don't they live basically sparse? I'll make a religion check. There we go.
It depends on the deity.
I was going to say, you could ask the cleric in your group right now.
Because,
actually, I look at the cleric in my group. What is he wearing right now?
Oh, he is in some choice-ass plate mail. He has got pristine silver scales, and he's a big guy. He's 6'7", and he is, I mean, like just gleaming from head to toe there. So not all clerics live in
poverty.
Yeah. Now,
not poverty.
I'm Forged Domain, so I make this stuff. But
one would presume that a cleric in a small farming village probably wouldn't be this well dressed.
Might be snuffing out her congregation one at a time as offerings to her deity of death. Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus.
Can I ask a question?
But it's only
Sure
just
thing.
started.
Go ahead.
No, Ryan. No, you can't.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ryan. He's not in charge tonight.
Damn it.
Oh, this is Arias. That's right.
Yeah.
You're any other player.
Okay.
Do you happen to know any other artist that does like really interesting paintings around here?
She thinks once again, I can't say that we have had an artisan as skilled as whoever has been leaving these around town.
Really? I mean, I think they're kind of garbage, honestly. I mean, the use of color and shading is terrible. I mean, I pull out the whole. I pointed the thing. I was like, "Look, it literally looks like she's got a pig snout for a nose. This is like this is a third grade level painting here."
She just looks at you bemused.
Val resists the urge to debate art with you at the moment. He's like pulling himself back. He wants to like go into a diatribe about how not about what you actually see when you're creating the painting. It's about what you feel, what you experience. It's supposed to evoke something in the viewer, and he keeps all that.
Okay, nerd. All right. Do you have any other questions or things to do here?
So the layout of the room in general, it's literally just like these monument plaque things on the walls.
Yes.
And then her little altar area, and that's it.
Mhm.
Are there any doors or anything else?
Just the entrance you came in.
Okay. So there's no other like entrance, exit.
Not that you can.
Okay.
I would like to ask her a follow-up question.
Okay. Real quick though, was somebody wanting to make an investigation check?
Oh yeah, me. I got 7.
Okay, that was your. Okay, that 7 was your. Yeah, it's a room in a shrine.
Man, I really like this room. Maybe I should go into religion.
What about you, Tig? Maybe you should do an investigation.
Yeah. I'll look around.
Well, we have her distracted.
Go ahead and roll it.
I'll go and yeah.
Come on, Tig.
So, Tig. As they're all questioning and asking her, you and your you have your hound next to you, right? Your mastiff?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes over to the shrine and starts sniffing around it, and he seems to be trying to paw at something.
Go over and see what it is.
Okay. You see a wooden frame sticking out from under a black cloth tarp.
Does it look like the other picture frames?
It does.
Right.
Smoking gun.
I'm like behind her, right? She doesn't see me.
Yeah, her back is to you because she is talking to the other.
I'm gonna pick up the picture frame and just kind of wave it in the air and point to it. The others.
Do you look at the picture frame? Like look down?
No.
Okay.
I just see the frame and I'm going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you pick the frame up without looking at it and you wave it to the others. I won't have the rest of you roll perception checks and just waving it, and it's easy to see what he's doing, but you see in his hand is a very similar sized frame, and there is a picture on it.
Who's the
A
picture,
picture of a
Cassie?
person?
It would appear so.
Who's it of, Cassie?
Now I will have you make a perception check.
Feels like a very Seven moment. What's in the box?
There are no perception checks. And
Yeah, there are.
is it passive?
Nope. It's straight up perception.
Yeah,
I
so
rolled a 21.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
God damn, +5, it's still an 11.
All right. If you rolled above a 14, then the face you see is that of the sheriff.
Oh, damn.
But we can all tell that it's even if we don't recognize it, we can all tell that it's a similar style painting. Right?
Mm-hmm. Exact similar style. The only difference is it's not as bright and vibrant. Like the colors are dull.
Ah, shit, their souls are all trapped in this painting.
Aren't we jumping to conclusions here? I mean, that's a little far-fetched.
I'm calling it right now. Okay, so in the noticing this, since Val's one of the people asking her questions and talking to her, like he just without giving too much away, he just kind of glances up, sees this, and then mid-sentence changes to hold person spell.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay, hold person. I got to remember that one.
We should have had like a predetermined attack this person word.
Plan.
Yeah.
Go word.
We should have had a go word.
Get her.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Val had a go word. He just didn't tell anybody what the go word was.
What is the wisdom save on that?
The DC on that spell for me is a 13.
Okay. So, and I have her character sheet up.
Of course, she's a character sheet. That's how you know she's evil. Or someone that was supposed to love and therefore die.
Rob, do you not make character sheets for your NPCs?
No.
Oh.
Single one of them.
The secret's out. The secret's out, guys.
I'm a lazy son of a bitch.
So he
like
really hates it when you start bar fights because then he actually has to come up with something.
I mean, they all have stats. They're just they just don't have character
I offered to start a bar fight.
You did. I'm sorry. We should have.
It's not too late.
I mean, it's kind of what we're doing now. Only it's
I
a
leave,
chapel
go back to
fight.
the bar, and I go punch one of those farmers in the face.
Yeah, you're just like, screw this noise. I'm gonna go fight a farmer.
You cheated and go fish.
Okay, so she got a 21 on
She
save.
has a +8.
She is a cleric.
Right?
Yeah, so am I. But still,
She's like
She's-
a level or two higher than
Or 7.
yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. I dumbed her down for that. Don't worry about it.
Oh, God.
Now I feel like I shouldn't worry about it. Oh well, it's happening.
Would the rest of us have known what he was doing as he switched mid-sentence?
Well, were you casting it subtly, or were you
No,
just
it was-
straight up just
it
like
was- It was very much like, so I have a follow-on question for you, and hold person.
nice.
That wasn't a question.
Okay. Instantly, she realizes that, and she gives you like a look of appall at you, like, my good cleric, why would you try to do such a thing to me, my good sir?
Eldritch Blast.
Blasphemer.
All right. I guess if we're going into attack mode, now you can roll an ish.
Oh. Okay. I am not used to D&D Beyond.
+1, and that's a 19. But
Oh, you had a plus? Aren't you special?
well, I have a negative to charisma, so
I'm an elf with a terrible dex. What do you want from me?
Okay, so let me get this order
Apparently,
written.
I'm just mirroring all of your rolls.
19.
You get a 7, I get a 7. You get a 19, I get a 19.
Okay,
well, we're
so
what we call
John.
teamwork.
Oh, John.
all right.
Bud.
So Chris, you had a 20. Well,
It's okay.
So
John-
Chris
John's used to going last and then coming out the end.
Whoa.
Well, John's one of my regular players. Like, he's one of my regular players in my home campaign, and John, am I not right here? You frequently roll initiatives, and then you come out and kick ass. So.
You're right. You're right. This is a completely different character. So
You just got the bad roll out of the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're gonna get 2 natural 20s in a row. Watch.
We'll go with that.
All right, let's kick this fight off, bitches. Camilla, you are up first. Lady Darkrain is about 10 feet in front of you.
All right. So as far as I know, so far all we've done is tried to hold person her, and that didn't go well.
It did not.
I'm gonna start.
And she holds her parasol in hand and kind of gives it a twirl.
Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna stab this bitch.
Okay.
So, since I am a 2-weapon fighter, I'm just gonna come at her with both my short swords.
All right. Go for it.
Awesome.
All right.
It's so good.
A 10 and a crit fail.
So you go to swipe at her with your swords, and she easily, almost like in a very dainty, ladylike dancing manner, is able to dodge your attacks. And she looks up at you and arches an eyebrow. My dear lady, you would attack me as well?
The painting behind you would just indicate that it would be necessary.
I only take take what the lady has guided me to take.
Does that include lives?
All souls make their way into the lady's embrace. Some are meant to make their way sooner than others. So, Val, you are up next.
Okay, how close am I?
Again, 10 feet. We'll
Okay.
just keep it
All right.
within.
So no disadvantage for a ranged attack here.
No.
Okay, so in that
I
case,
was going to say 4 of you are within 10 feet in front of her, and then Tig is about 20 feet behind.
okay,
He was the one investigating.
But I'm still. I just attacked her, so I would be close to her, wouldn't I?
So you're within melee, yeah.
yeah. So I'm not going to use my breath weapons. It's
Yeah, that'd be a terrible idea.
instead use guiding bolt. So I'm going to cast guiding bolt. I think. Screw it. We'll cast it as a second level spell. Why not? So here we go. Mother. +5, and I still rolled a 7.
That's a miss.
All right, well, there's a second level spell burnt.
Oops.
Do you have any other? Do you have any bonus actions or anything, Mitt?
No, I'm gonna move up into melee range,
Okay.
and so I can back up Camilla.
So are you standing to the right or the left of?
I'll stand to the left of Camilla.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is Reggie.
Okay, I will take out my great sword and just charge and slash at her.
Okay.
+5, so that's 9.
And that is a miss.
Screw it. I'm going to use my action surge and try to attack again.
Okay, go ahead. That's still a miss. Oh, buddy. You're rolling like Adam has in the past.
Oh my god.
You don't have anything to add to that, though?
It's +5. So it would be a 8.
An 8, yeah, that still misses.
God dang it.
Okay, Reese, you're up.
All right, blaster with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll it.
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
Wow.
How far am I from her now?
Okay, I assumed you moved up as well, or moved so you don't hit with your friends, right?
When I miss, I charge in, and if I can flank with somebody, I will.
Let's see. You're not able to flank right now, but if Tig came around, he could flank on his turn, and then
Okay.
you both would be.
Sounds good. I'll move up to her. Draw my sword.
Okay. Alrighty. Now it is Lady Darkgreen's turn. So,
Natural 20.
And we're all fucked.
what? Not yet.
It's like,
Not yet.
hey, Lady Darkroom, we got off on the wrong foot. My services can be bought and paid for just like any other adventurers can.
Nope, kill the heretic.
Kill the non-believer.
The streets shall play with the blood of the non-believers.
Okay.
Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition.
One quick second as I get her attack ready. Let's see.
And that's a plus 25. And
No.
Yeah, it's plus 30.
Come on, get it straight.
you're right. I was being an optimist, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, you guys see her pale blue eyes immediately turn into these pools of just inky blackness, and her hair suddenly transforms from its stark white to completely black. And then from behind her appear these skeletal wings, and you see these inky black veins starting to show on her neck as she unleashes her fallen Asimir feature, Necrotic Shroud. So I need everyone within 10 feet of her to make a charisma saving.
Oh, my very worst saving throw. Excellent.
Oh, buddy.
Gosh.
Okay.
Dang it.
no.
Womp womp.
13.
13. Oh, guys. This is. Oh, guys. So all of you are frightened until the end of your next turn.
Oh.
So, yeah.
All right.
What does that actually entail? Can't act.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within its line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So, yeah, you guys are terrified. What was once this petite, dainty lady is now turning into this creepy-ass, dark, fallen, angel-looking motherfucker.
Baby, you got real ugly.
She has like this, just completely like banshee almost look to her. Tig, you're fine because you're still like 20 feet back, so you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job keeping your distance.
You see the other four just like completely go wide-eyed pale. Even the dragon
Who are you talking to?
creeped out.
Tig's gonna be the savior, I swear. I
He
swear
does
to
this
God.
routinely.
So then she uses her bonus action to summon Spiritual Weapon. And she's going to place it right behind Camilla. And it is the Spiritual Weapon. When it appears, it looks to be kind of like, think of a Dia de los Muertos lady skeleton behind you holding a long sword that comes swiping down at you.
Excellent.
Hit, and you're lucky enough to hear the whistle of the sword behind you, and you duck just in time as it swipes over your head.
I'm so scared I like cower in fear just in time.
Exactly. So let's see, that brings us to Tig. You're up.
All right. I am going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
Then I'm going to attack with my longbow.
With your longbow.
Yes.
Okay.
17.
A 17 does hit.
About time somebody hits this bitch.
I know, she's just been dodging all this time.
She's so good at it.
It won't happen again.
I swear this never happens to me.
All right. She gives just like a small shriek and turns and casts her inky black gaze at you and almost kind of like hisses towards you. What else do you do on your turn?
That's I give the picture to Kodiak. Say,
Okay.
run
And
out the door.
okay, so you are having your dog, your mastiff, disengage from the fight.
He would have been like 20 feet back with
Right.
me, but yeah, he's gonna just leave the place. Say, go to the tavern.
Okay, so Kodiak is disengaged. Good thinking there. After that, we are back up to the top with Camilla. You can still attack her, you're just at a disadvantage. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I am going to do a little witch bolty goodness. This is a ranged attack. Okay. Nope. That's an 8.
So an 8 misses. I won't have you roll again because, I mean, pretty low. Do you do anything else on your
That's my action. I'm scared, so I would have to. I can't do anything else if I didn't do an attack. So nope. I think I'm
Right.
done.
Okay.
Can I move back though?
If you do, she will get an attack of opportunity against you.
But that's not like part of the frightened. I don't have to run away.
Right.
Okay. Never mind then.
Okay. So Val, you are up.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do then is bonus action to summon a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And this one takes the form of gleaming silver dragon's claws floating
All
there.
right.
So I'm going to, as part of that spell, it'll attack her. So then with disadvantage, so the lowest roll is a 16.
Oh, is that, and that's for the spiritual weapon, right?
That's for the spiritual weapon. Yep.
Okay. That just misses. AC is 17 to hit.
All right. So then I will use as my action then my cantrip Word of Radiance.
Oh.
So that'll be a
right.
Constitution saving throw DC 13.
Okay. Wow. I was not. Okay. So she makes it.
All right. So nothing happens.
So with a 16, she makes it. She doesn't take half damage, does she?
No, not with a cantrip. You just don't take any damage.
Okay. So then we are to Reggie.
I'm going to move back and
Okay.
hang out with Val.
You are going to get an attack of opportunity because in your last round you had moved up within melee of.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is going to hit you with her parasol, which I'm treating as a holy weapon, her mace.
Okay.
It's just a parasol for flavor. Does a 14 hit?
14 is my armor class, yes.
Okay, so she just hits, and you only take... Cool. You take 1 damage. It's a little dainty lady's poke.
I'm fine with that. Alright. So I move back with Val, and I take out my own longbow. And do I still get disadvantage if I'm 20 feet away? Am I still afraid?
Yeah, as long as she's within your line of sight. So as long as you can see her. So you move back how many?
I move back to Val, which is 20 feet away.
Val's actually has been in melee range.
Yeah.
He was right next to...
Oh, I meant take, my bad.
I'm sorry. I mean, he was right next to
Right.
Camilla. Yeah, Camilla. Yeah.
Okay, so you're moving over. All right. So you are moved out of that way. At the end of there's no check to get out. It ends at the end of your turn. So at the end of this round, those of you who have been frightened, the effect will.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well-
I'll try and fire my longbow at her.
Okay. 13 misses.
13 plus 5, 8.
Oh, okay. That hits and that hits.
Cool. Alright, so it would be 1d plus 3. Plus 3, 5 damage.
So 5 damage for the first attack, or is that 5 damage for both attacks?
I did the extra roll for disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
So it says 5
Okay.
damage.
Yep, 5 damage. My bad. Okay, so now it is Lady Darkrain's turn again. Let's see what nasty thing I can do. Who has taken damage so far? Just Camilla, right?
And me. I
And
took
you.
1.
Camilla, she is going to...
Wait, I took damage? What did I miss?
Oh, maybe you didn't. My bad.
Yeah, she ducked.
That's
Oh,
right,
that's
you
right.
ducked.
So I was the
Okay.
only one who took damage.
So I have Camilla, Val, and Reese, right? You're all within melee of her?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all on top of her.
Okay. So...
Okay, didn't mean it that way, but
She has wings. Wouldn't she be on top of us?
All right, I'm going to roll
Theoretically.
a D3 to see who she attacked. Camilla 1, Val 2, Reese 3. All right, Camilla.
What's up?
She she reaches a hand out to you and necrotic touch of inflict wound.
That one's real bad, guys.
It is, and she's casting that at first level. So 20 plus. So does that hit?
15
15 to hit?
Is my armor class? Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So
Shut out of the way and take the hit.
you take 21 damage.
Oh, good. I'm not completely
Oh.
dead.
You're not completely dead. Oof.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
I have 4 hit points. It's fine.
It's a
Okay,
good
fine.
thing you guys have a cleric on your team.
Holy crap.
well then.
So,
I think we're about to be stuffed into some paintings, guys. So
guys, I like Death Domain clerics. They're really fun. All right. So that's her turn, and that brings us up to Tig.
All right. So I'm going to use as a bonus action my planar warrior trait,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna, I guess, mark her with it, so it adds
Okay.
another D8 on this. So
Okay.
that's
That
Yeah.
hits.
20 total.
Hell
nice.
yeah. That super hits.
Get her.
Punch her in the face.
With an
With your
arrow.
Arrows. When you want to stab somebody from across the room.
Holy
and then
shit.
And then another D6 for.
Jesus.
I told you he does this.
So that would be 17 plus 4, 21 damage total.
So you just matched her. Good job.
Yeah, straight up. Oh my god.
That's impressive.
Where the fuck did this guy come from?
I told you guys. He's gonna be our savior. It's always the quiet ones. It's always
This
the
is-
quiet ones.
This is how he rolls every game. He rolls a low initiative and then he crushes everything.
Oh my god. Okay. Well then. Yeah, she takes that and just like gives this like shiver and gasps and almost like swoons, like overly dramatic, and she's still standing. Again, she turns back and kind of like gives you this hiss and everything of displeasure at being struck by you, and then turns back to the other three within range of her And we are back up to the top with Camilla.
Oh, okay. So second class citizen doesn't get to go.
Oh, wait, let's get it.
That is peerage with you, Chris.
You know what? I punched that farmer in the face.
Why didn't you say anything sooner?
I was waiting for my turn.
Okay, you know what? Go ahead and take your turn.
Okay, I will take my turn. I'm going to hit her with my longsword as hard as I
Okay.
can.
Okay. Good luck.
As opposed to as softly as you can.
Yes. No.
No mercy.
Killing us softly with your sword.
Mercy's for the weak. The enemy deserves no mercy.
There's your soundbite.
A 17.
That hits.
Well, with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, disadvantage, so roll again. Wait, no. This is the start of the new turn, so anyone who is frightened is no longer...
No, this would still be last turn.
Oh, this is
still
still
the last
last turn.
Yeah, because
Okay,
Camilla and I
so-
were...
And
Yeah.
11.
And that misses. So, what do you do next?
As a
Sorry.
bonus action, I place a Hexblade's Curse on her.
Okay. Remind me what that does.
It is, I get a +2 bonus to damage rolls. I score a critical hit on a 19 or a 20, and I
That's
regain
right.
5 hit point when she dies.
Okay. So now we are at the start of the top of the round. So I jumped the gun on you. So, Camilla, crush it.
First, I'm going to bonus action second wind myself.
All right.
To
That's
take-
always a good move.
12 hit points back. Thank you. Type that in before I forget. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not completely bleeding out. That's great.
You caught that last round, you like caught up hand blood, and you're like, oh fuck.
Basically, I was a little woozy. So I'm gonna come at her with my.
Short sword
for-
attack.
Yep, I'm gonna come at her with the short sword.
That hits.
First one is a 20, and I'm 2-weapon fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But let me do the damage first. The first damage is 8.
Oof. All
And I'm
right.
going to come at her with my other sword in my left hand.
That
That's
misses.
6.
That misses.
What does action surge do? I never play fighters. I apologize.
Action surge, you can use that to attack again.
No, you
Yeah.
can use it to take any action again. So you
Well,
could like,
any action again.
yeah,
so
you could
can.
disengage. You could do whatever you want.
Most people just yeah.
Pile on the pain, or at least
All
attempt
right.
to. We'll see if
That
Third-
whiffs.
15 and one more time for a
All
21.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
2 out of 4 is not fantastic, but I'll take it.
Well, it's better than 0.
It is definitely better than 0. That's 5 points of damage.
All right. So as your last sword comes, or your last attack comes slicing across her, she staggers a little bit as she's like bleeding profusely. Her hair still like this raven black, and her eyes are still inky black as well. She gives you like this menacing growl and screech and everything.
You are
but
not
yeah.
nearly as beautiful as you were before, my lady.
She just growls at you again, speaking like really deep and dark in this otherworldly voice and language. Do you do anything else on your turn?
I don't think I can.
Okay. So that means Val is.
Will first thing is to use the spiritual weapon to attack her again.
Okay.
All right, and
Misses.
that whiffs. And then the second thing then is to do a cure wounds on Camilla.
All right.
So you get 11 hit points back.
All righty.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm back to full. Thank you.
Huzzah.
And
All
that's
right.
my turn.
That's your turn. So next up is Reggie.
Alright, I'm going to go in for the melee again. I'm going to take out my greatsword, charge in, and do a powerful slash against her.
All
See
right.
what that does.
That
16.
just misses.
16 plus 5.
Oh, 16. Damn it. That always throws me off. Okay.
You can add that on to your roll, sir.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah, just add a
Have you
plus
not seen the
5.
rest of us adding it on?
Oh.
You silly fighter.
Hey,
I totally knew that. I just did that for comedic value, I promise.
Okay. I see how it is.
I absolutely believe it.
All right. So 21 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. 10 damage.
How do you want to end this?
Oh! Let's go for straight decapitation.
Always a good choice.
Oh
The
my
classic decapitation.
god. Okay.
As I'm running, I'm just passing through everybody with my greatsword and just, yeah, right through her. Glory kill.
God.
Do you have a charge phrase that you say?
Yeah, do you have like this awesome epic one-liner?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah! I did it!
Oh my god, I want to hug you right now. That's cool.
Nothing epic.
Do you need a juice
Just,
box now?
yeah.
Maybe some cookies?
Get that kid a juice box.
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
Oh my god, that was great. Okay. Her dainty head goes flying off and tumbles across the cement floor and everything. Her body does like that anime like shower of bloody squirt like bloody, explosion as she body topples over to the ground.
I quickly pick up her parasol to try to block the spray.
Roll performance.
Okay, so wait, so we got a giant half dragon with a
parasol?
with a tiny parasol.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the T-shirt that you need to make.
He's like, oh my armor.
No, in the French accent.
Oh, I can't do a French accent. I'm not going to try with that shit.
Oh, mon dieu. Oh, mon dieu, mon dieu.
Just sprays continually. Eventually that subsides. And yeah, what do you guys do to wrap up this shit?
I think we should just go back to the sheriff and present ourselves as we clearly have taken care of the issue.
I'll take the head.
We should probably bring the painting with us as well. The altar, the painting of the sheriff. Monsieur, I did not have a deal. For those of you who are playing the home game, Chris just threw up a picture of a bearded dragon with a umbrella drink umbrella in the chat there. So
It's
I
fantastic.
really want that for a t-shirt now. That's amazing.
That is a stock photo, so you will have to buy it.
Make sure to trademark it.
Okay.
Trademark.
Perfect.
Okay. So Val suggests taking the paintings to the sheriff, right?
Well, the one painting is now gone, right?
Yes, that.
What does the sheriff's painting look like? Yeah.
So when do you call your dog back in or?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. So he comes back in with the painting in his mouth, and the rest of you guys look at, you guys all observe it. So, it wasn't as bright and vibrant and lifelike as all the other portraits yet, since from what you're able to kind of piece together after looking around and everything and defeating her, that. So since his soul wasn't put in it, it's not active at the moment. So for those of you who do like the Arcana check, you don't detect any magic in it.
Oh yeah.
Should we break the painting?
I would just like to make
Perhaps-
note that it's covered in drool from Kodiak.
Yes, it
He's a
is.
drooler covered in it.
Well, we should probably take the paintings back. Do you think if we destroyed the painting, the person would return?
Actually, I need you guys to make perception checks because you guys still have the portrait of Widow Paris, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I roll good.
Oh my god, these skinny checks.
Right? Why couldn't I roll this when I was trying to attack the freaking
I'll have you know, I
Lady
did
Dark
absolutely
Rain?
no damage to this chick. The whole
Yeah, neither did I. So it's,
Oh my god.
So for those of
I
you
can't
guys
attack for beans, but I can critical hit on a stupid flippin' song and this.
So for those of you playing at home, everyone has been rolling
Not good.
Not
abysmally.
good.
The word
Abysmally.
going for is abysmal.
But in our final like huzzah here, the last skill check of the night, everybody rolls above a 15. Like we got 17 and up on a fucking perception check. I'm proud of you all.
I'd like a lot.
Only here. Only here.
Only here on Party Advantage.
I know what happens on Beholder's Eye too. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. So, you look at the widow's portrait and you see that bright, lifelike color slowly dissipate and fade until it kind of has that same dull look that the sheriff's has. And you hear a sound right outside the shrine door.
Oh.
I go out and see Leela covered in blood. Like, oh my god, are you okay?
You guys do, in fact, find the Widow Paris just standing right outside, looking around, confused and just completely in shock.
You know what? I hug her anyways. Bloody man hugs her.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Big bloody group hug.
Val does not participate in this group hug.
I'm prestidigitationing myself, by the way. I'm clean already.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, yeah. As you guys step out into the street, you see a handful of other people kind of like looking around just as confused and terrified as she does. You see the shepherd boy over off by the well. You see a couple of people, a drunk guy kind of stagger out from an alleyway, looking around confused and holding an empty whiskey bottle.
Val holds up his arms wide and calls out to everybody. Tout le monde, les villagers, you are safe maintenant. The heretic, how you say, is no longer, and the radiance of Bahamut shines upon you all. And then bows.
What he said was,
You beat me to it.
Translation.
You're all safe now.
I just hold up the head. Yeah! I did it!
Val looks at Tig and goes, "What did I say?"
English dog.
Thanks for joining us for our community one-shot adventure here on Party Advantage. Come join our community over on our Discord channel and hang out with the cast and fellow fans of the show by following the link in the episode description. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook using @PartyAdvantage to check out fun posts, giveaways, and special announcements. Lastly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you stay current with all of our episodes on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure to tune in May 1st for our Season 1 finale. Will the party find an advantage on their next encounter? Only one way to find out. See you then.